A very warm welcome to my channel. I am Shanti, and in this video I wanted to talk a little bit about picture books or illustrated books, my experience with them in the recent times. So I say recent times because I did love illustrated storybooks as a kid, but as I grew up, as I evolved as a reader, it was more about books which did not have any pictures in it. Um, so then how did these books make a comeback in my life? So that is something that I want to be talking about, and also in the process give you some recommendations with respect to these picture books or illustrated books. So that's about what you can expect from this video. So how did these books make a comeback in my life? First of all, I want to clarify that these are not all books which I would have read as a child. Okay, so some of them are very much written for adults. And okay, so I'll first talk about how they have made a comeback, why I felt the need for them in the recent times. So when you have more and more responsibilities coming towards you as an adult, sometimes they may be too much that you become too swamped with them, and there's very little time available for yourself, for your hobbies or things that you love. And that's the same thing, similar kind of thing that happened with me. And so that was the time when I was in search of books which would demand less from me emotionally and cognitively. So if it is fiction, they demand a lot, okay? At least for me, when I read fiction, I become so emotionally invested in them, and that takes a lot of energy. It would then take a lot of time for me to get out of that story and live my daily life in a normal way, right? And what happens with a fiction, non-fiction book is that I would, let's say I'm reading about health, or I'm reading about some ideas, then I would just keep thinking about these ideas, about how I can better implement them or apply them in my actual life, that my routine responsibilities, daily life responsibilities, they may sort of take a backseat, right? So this is my experience with books. Of course, I understand that experience with books can be different to different people. So this is just how I felt emotionally and mentally demanded by a lot of books that I was reading, which was not going well with my increasing responsibilities. So that was the time I went in search of these books, and I tried a lot of children's books. I tried a lot of picture books, basically anything that would demand less from me as a reader. And so here I have some books which I have really loved, uh, and I hope that they would help you as well if you're looking for similar kind of books. So the very first book that I have here is The Cottage Fairy Companion, which I have made a separate video on. I will leave a link for it in the description box below. And I don't have any idea what I talked about this book in the previous video because it was made a long time ago. But I will talk a little bit about it even now. So this is how you can expect this book to be, the visual experience of the book, right? So you can see a lot of pictures, color pictures, nature, and this is based on a lot of pictures. I mean, most pictures are based on her life. So if you don't already know, Cottage Fairy is a popular YouTube channel, and I am personally a huge fan of her. So these videos are mostly, for me at least, they were a sort of slow videos which were very meditative in nature, and I was very interested in mindfulness practices as a as a practice in daily responsibilities, like in the way you live, not like separately doing meditation. Some what happens is we have mindfulness practices which are sort of happening at a specific period of the day, and then the rest of the day there might be a lot of hustle and all that. but she is talking about mindfulness that is the way of life for you. And that is why I personally love her. And what you can expect from this book is a lot about how to honor the natural rhythms of seasons and how that applies to life as well. And you could expect a lot of recipes and art projects, but mostly it is about mindfulness as a way of life, right? So if this is something that you are going to like, then do do try it. It is, I believe, one of a kind, but I have to say there is a little issue with this book that is happening. She has actually conveyed it in her videos. She has lost control on this book. The publisher that has published her book went bankrupt, and so this book is not actually in her hands. But she did mention that you can avail it on on her personal Etsy shop, and any other edition that you find on Amazon or anything. If you find it, then it is going to be uh, it's not going to be in her control. Okay, so just in case you are concerned about that, I wanted to tell you about that. And I am so glad I bought this book when it was still, under proper publishing, rights or authority or whatever. The next book that I have here is Ruskin Bond's The Enchanted Cottage. So this is a fiction book. So the previous one was a non-fiction, right? So now we have a fiction book. So again, visually, okay, I'm not able to like flip it properly, but I'll show like a few pictures just to get a feel of what you can expect from this book. Okay, so Ruskin Bond is someone who I have discovered only a year or two ago, and I have really come to respect the kind of writing that his style of writing I've come to respect. And I don't think I really understood or recognized his writing genius as a kid. I've never been a big fan, but now I do, because now, since I have been in the search of this particular need of readership, I have come to appreciate that Ruskin Bond is also one of a kind writer. And about the story, about this book, I cannot say much because, like, it's a story. It's about a guy who goes into the hills. It's mostly about hills and nature. Like, his stories are mostly based in hill stations, right? So then there is a supernatural element that is happening. I don't want to give away more because it is a pretty short story. Like, if I talk more about it, it's like the whole story is out. And that's the thing about Ruskin Bond. Actually, there's not much details that are happening. It's just the way he writes that feels very comforting, as well as a little taking away, like an escape into another world, but also comforting. And since it is always having an element of nature, that gives an extra comfort feeling. So that is about The Enchanted Cottage. And then we have this book. This is also a book which I have made a separate video on, What Feelings Do When No One's Looking. So this is a complete picture book. Like, you can find very little text in it. It's mostly pictures. But what I loved is that it's also very educative. So in the recent times, there's a lot of talk about emotions, mental health and everything, and there is a need for all of us to understand these things a little better, to get a closer look into our inner selves, into what is happening inside our mind, inside the emotions and the complexity of emotions that we feel. So this book is special in that sense. So here you have, let's say, Pride. So Pride lives in a high tower at the peak of a glass mountain. So it is a pictorial representation of the emotions. So you get to better understand this emotion, not only through the single line, but also through the picture, right? So I'll give you another example. Nostalgia smells a scarf. So you can see the picture. Picture also gives you that understanding about that particular emotion, which is in this case nostalgia. Uh, then let's take another one, compassion. So this is what you can find. The text is that compassion helps snails across the pavement. So I could actually read you like the entire book, but of course, the author of this book will be quite angry with me. But yes, I think you get the point, right? This book is not only comforting, but it's also very educative for the present times, for the present needs. So that is why I am a huge fan of this book as well. And next I have The Oxherd Boy. Uh, if you have heard about this, there's an Instagram page actually, The Oxherd Boy, which is where I found this book. So she actually writes like there are some posts that she keeps with illustrations and some texts about life, and I have always loved them. And I only realized like after a long time that I was acquainted with her account, I realized that she actually released a book, and so I bought this one. So what you can expect from it visually is, you know, something like this. So this is not fiction, it's philosophy mostly, and it's very, very comforting. So the books which are like very similar to this book is The Journey and The Boy, the Mole, the Fox and the Horse. So that book is the most famous, I think, The Boy, the Mole, the Fox and the Horse. And I have that book as well. But personally, for me, this is more to my liking, to my taste. Probably because this is more Eastern side, right? So I'm more inclined towards Eastern philosophy, Buddhism. And this book has been especially useful for me. I would read it and I would feel so much comfort, like in the times when it felt the hardest for me from a mental health perspective. This was the book that I was reading at the time, and it really helped me. I didn't read it all at once, it was just a few pages, and which would comfort the fire in my heart, sort of, and then I would forget about it. And whenever things would get extra difficult, I would come back and read the next few pages. So I read it for a very long time, so I am a huge fan of it. Um, Maybe I'll read a few, or just, so this is what you can see, and the text is, holding fast to what we are keeps us from transforming into what we might become. So philosophy, right? With beautiful illustration. So what happens is, when you read something that is very heart touching, philosophically heart touching, along with a very heartwarming, comforting picture, that is a different kind of feel compared to reading only text. So the picture adds like an extra layer dimension of experience, of senses. So that is what you can expect from this book, The Oxherd Boy. So the next book that I have is The Little Prince, which is a children's classic. It's not like, this is a typical book, okay, not many pictures, but just a few pictures. And this is the kind of books, in fact, that I would read as a kid, right? So we have text, but then there are pictures from between pages, and that's also a huge effect. I have understood that can also make a lot of difference. And The Little Prince, of course, it also depends on the edition that you're buying. You could not just buy any edition of The Little Prince and expect the same kind of experience. The edition really, really matters. So you have to be a little conscious about the font. Uh, if you are reading, there are some books which do not, take any care of the font. The font is very small or they're very closely spaced. That can, sort of, they can really spoil your reading experience. So I guess The Little Prince is more of a recommendation in the sense of this particular edition or these kind of editions. Like if you read it from a normal, boring kind of edition, you may not have the same effect. And on a similar note, I have The Tales of Beedle the Bard, which is also not, many illustrations are not there. Very few illustrations, but it's just the feel of the book, the way you have like designs at the corners and everything, that makes a lot of difference. But I have to say, The Tales of Beedle the Bard is, if you don't already know, it's from the world of Harry Potter, and it's not exactly like, I don't think if you are like, if you're not a Harry Potter fan and you read this book, I am doubtful at whether you will find it engaging or not. But if you are a Harry Potter fan, then and if you're looking for something for a little kind of heartwarming and slow, comforting read, then this book might be very perfect for you. So these are the recommendations that I have with respect to picture or illustrated books, and I do hope that you found some of the books or one of the book at least intriguing, and I do hope that you give it a try. So that is all for this video. See you in the next video.